What's good, guys? So we're jumping straight in with another workout commentary. Today was a chest workout, and I started with a little bit of pre-exhaust. In fact, this is the workout I done after my leg routine that you saw on the previous video. So because I'd already exhausted myself with a big muscle group, I decided to do some pre-exhaust before hitting some compound lifts. So here I'm just on a seated fly machine, and you can see I started off with my hands pronated, and then I have my hands supinated, which just helps activate the upper and lower chest. So pronate your hands for your upper chest, supinate your hands for your lower chest. Then I moved on to some incline dumbbell flies, again just to pre-exhaust the upper chest. I think this is one of the movements typically that people tend to lack doing, always starting off on flat movements or hitting the lower chest, and tend to have an underdeveloped upper chest. If you want your chest to look a little bit bigger, guys, especially if you want to fill out the t-shirt, then you want to be hitting your upper chest. So yeah, good one to do is just pre-exhaust the upper chest before you hit your compound movements, get that activated. Where you're stronger, the upper chest is actually the weaker part of your chest as well, so if you hit that fresh when you're fresh in the workout, then you will be able to move a bit more weight on the incline. And this is one of my favourite movements for opening up the chest and really stretching out the rib cage. Dumbbell pullovers, and you don't need a huge range of motion for this one, guys. You just need to make sure that you reach back until the dumbbell is pretty much out of your view, and then pull until you've still got tension across the chest, so pretty much until the dumbbell's over your head. What you want to be focusing on is squeezing the chest on this, so you're not trying to isolate the lats or the triceps. You want to be feeling this in the middle of your chest. Okay, if you have one of these machines in your gym, I recommend you doing the this type of movement, a single arm press, because pushing across your body, this really helps activate the inner chest. You don't need a lot of weight on this one either. It's quite a difficult movement. It's not the same as if you're facing out. The range of motion is slightly different as well, but you feel a lot more isolation on the chest and less through your shoulder and triceps. So try this one out, guys, if you've got it. Most gyms have something like this. Doesn't have to be a plate loader, but it just needs to be a single arm press. Okay, moving on to probably one of my favourite machines in the gym for the chest. I don't really know what it's called, to be honest, but it's a plate loaded. It's kind of like a plate loaded bench press, so you don't have the bar. Here I was just doing some kind of rack presses, so setting the weight down at the bottom, taking the tension off, and then pushing through the chest and triceps. Doesn't have to have a lot of weight on this, but I was just going for 6 reps, making sure that I'm really loading onto the chest. Didn't lock out at the top, keeping the tension through the pecs. Then I dropped down the weight, so halved it pretty much, and done like a burn set. So here you can see I'm not doing a full range of motion, it's partial reps, so I'm coming down, making sure I'm getting a stretch through the chest, and only pushing up until the chest is contracted, because the rest of the movement's pretty much shoulders and triceps, so this just helps keep the tension on the chest, and it's really good for hypertrophy. I've done, I think, about 3 of these sets. I filmed 2. I was running a bit low on space on my phone, so I only filmed a few sets, plus it's probably a bit boring for you guys watching the same thing over and over again. But basically you just want to make sure that you're keeping the load on your chest and not fully extending and locking out. Time under tension. Okay, so because the majority of the workout was targeting a lot of the upper chest, I decided to finish on some cable flyers focusing on the lower chest. So you can see that I'm bringing the cables from higher to lower. So getting a nice big stretch through the chest and really focusing on a squeeze. This move, you've got to think a lot about when you're doing these movements, guys. It's not necessarily about the weight, it's not about anything like that. It's about the movement itself and where you feel it. So you're focusing on really contracting the muscle that you're targeting. So make sure when you're doing these, really just trying to do like a most muscular pose. That's it for this commentary, guys. I'll be back at the end of the video with another commentary. What's good, guys? So it is now Monday the 26th of October. Apologies for my vlogs not quite being vlogs, or at least not very long, or as long as they were. Obviously being at work all day means that I can't actually film, and to be fair, it's not exactly very interesting for you guys anyway to see me at work, grooving out windows and doors. But I'm just outside the gym now, just about to hit a back session or a pull session. Trying to squeeze in a little bit of arms as well. It's quite late, so I'm a bit rushed with the workout, maybe a 45-minute workout. Apologies if the footage isn't very good for you guys, it's quite busy in there. So I just get what I can, really. Again, with the footage itself, I haven't got somebody else filming for me, so I'm just kind of propping it up on anything around the gym to hold it while I'm doing my workout. So just bear with me. As I say, it's temporary. Hopefully soon enough I'll have my own place and we can start getting some decent videos together for you guys, a bit more instructional, but I'm giving you, hopefully you're learning something from the videos anyway, in the way I train. Still on the road to WBFF, which is next year. I'm not going to make a series out of it because it's a hell of a long time until I compete, but that is my goal. That's what I'm working towards. So stick with me, stay tuned, and hopefully you enjoy my workouts, guys. See you in there. What's good, guys? So a little tip when going into train back, especially for beginner lifters, is to make sure that you're really activating your lats before you do any compound movements. Majority of people will tend to find through lat pull downs or pull-ups a lot of the movement through their arms, and that's just down to the fact that you're more used to using your arms to pull or lift than you are your back. So it's about creating that neurological pathway to your back, and it's just training you to focus on contraction of the back muscles. So here I was just doing some straight arm pull downs to make sure I was activating my lats, and then some sort of cable rows or face pulls to warm up my shoulders and rotator cuffs. So unfortunately I had to end the filming of this workout pretty soon because I ran out of space on my phone, so I didn't get much of the workout or the footage. But the majority of the workout I started with a lot of sort of rowing movements, both as you can see there with the seated row. Here's like a cable pull down. You can do this on the lat machine. Unfortunately that was taken, so I done it on the cable machine, wedging my feet underneath the bottom. And bent over rows as well. Obviously you can do them with a barbell, but I stuck with a cable machine here and just changed to change the handle from the upper cable to the lower cable, and used the cable machine instead of the barbell. Sorry. So a lot of this workout, guys, I was just focusing on that contraction of the back, making sure all the load was going through the back and not my arms, trying not to fatigue, using a lot of compound lifts, but obviously because of the pre-exhaust at the beginning of the session, and a lot of this was felt through my back. The rowing movements tend to build a lot more thickness, and the lat pull downs, such as this movement here, will build a bit more sort of shape and width to your back. Unfortunately that's it, guys, so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me, and if you like the videos of anything you want to see, don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up. Take it easy.